Things to consider when purchasing a stove. An open fire is only 20% efficient, as most of the heat is lost straight up the chimney. In comparison, a cast iron stove from Stanley can be up to 80% efficient. In fuel terms, you will use less fuel in your stove and derive more heat from it, saving you money, fuel, and increasing the level of heat in your home. By burning less fuel, your CO2 levels into the environment are reduced. Here's how to get the most from your Stanley stove. It's important to select the correct size stove to meet your needs. Do I want to heat just a single room using a room heating stove, or multiple rooms using a central heating stove? If you only need to heat the room the stove is in, the following calculation should be used. This will determine the heat output or kilowatts required for the room, and subsequently the model of stove required. 2 things to consider when selecting a central heating stove. Firstly, how many radiators do you need to heat? Stanley has stove models that will heat from 3 up to 12 standard radiators. A standard single radiator is 5 foot by 2 foot in size. Secondly, the size of the room in which the stove is to be installed. Heat output from the different central heating stoves can vary, and it's important not to oversize the stove for the room, as it can result in the user running the unit at lower settings and not generating the desired heat output to the radiators. For smaller rooms, this potential issue can be overcome with the selection of a central heating model with a lower room output. If required, room heat can be supplemented by a radiator, which is being heated by the water from the stove. Positioning of your stove is also an important factor when heating your room. A centrally located stove allows heat to radiate out evenly around the room. Placing the stove in a corner or recessed into an alcove or fireplace can result in a localized hotspot in the proximity of the stove, with other parts of the room remaining cold.